Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel HD Orion. We are studying accounting for partnership firms for class 12th, and the book is T.S. Girewal. Presently, we are discussing admission of a partner. Today, we will discuss revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. Journal entries for this. I have already explained revaluation account in my previous videos, and I have given the iCard here so that you can access that video for full explanation of revaluation account. At present, we will be discussing the numericals given in T.S. Girewal, page number 5.90. So let us discuss. As we already know that when the firm is reconstituted, the assets and liabilities are revalued and their revalued amount is recorded in revaluation account. So for that, let us see the journal entries. Question number 47. Pass entries in the firm's journal for the following on admission of a partner. First, machinery be reduced by rupees 16,000 and building be appreciated by rupees 40,000. Second, a provision be created for doubtful debts at 5% of debtors amounting to rupees 80,000. This is the amount of debtor, 5% of which provision is to be prepared. Then third, provision for warranty claims be increased by 12,000. Let us see the journal entries. First, machinery be reduced. So, revaluation account debited. To machine. Why so? Because machine is an asset, and what is the rule for an asset is that it will be debited when increased and it will be credited when decreased. So machine is credited and revaluation is debited. Because revaluation is a nominal account, so all the expenses or losses will be recorded on the debit side and all the incomes and gains will be recorded by crediting the revaluation account. So here machine is reducing by 16,000. So machine account is credited and therefore revaluation account is debited, being decrease in the value of machine. Now second is a provision is to be created for doubtful debts on debtors. So again revaluation account debited to provision for doubtful debts. Being provision for doubtful debts created on debtors at the rate of 5%. So it is 80,000. 80,000's 5% is 4,000. So we will record here 4,000. There is one more point in first. There is one more point which we have forgot to record is that appreciation in building. So building is increasing. So when an asset increases, it is debited. So building account debited. Increase in asset, therefore debited to revaluation account. It is increasing by 40,000. Now let us see third one. It says that provision for warranty claims be increased by 12,000. Warranty claims is a liability, so liability will increase when it is credited. So revaluation account will be debited. Revaluation account debited to provision for warranty claims. Rupees 12,000. Being provision for claims increased. That's the solution. Dear friends, all my videos are very time saving and accurate. Please go through all those videos. I am giving an I button here for the reference of revaluation account. Please check it. Now let us proceed with question number 48. Pass entries in firm's journal for the following on admission of a partner. First, unrecorded investment of rupees 20,000 are to be accounted. Second, unrecorded liability towards suppliers for rupees 5,000 is to be accounted. And third, an item of rupees 1,600 included in sundry creditors is not likely to be claimed and hence should be written back. Let us see. So question number 48. First point, unrecorded investment is to be recorded. So investment account debited, because investment is an asset and when it is recorded it will be debited to revaluation account. 20,000. Being investment recorded. Then second one is unrecorded liability recorded. So revaluation account will be debited. To liability for suppliers. So it is creditors only. Amount is 5,000. Then third is an item of rupees 1,600 is not likely to be claimed by the creditors. So our creditors are reducing. So creditors account debited. Liabilities are debited and reduced. Therefore, creditors account debited to revaluation account. $1,600. Being creditors reduced. So that is the solution for this question. Now let us see the next question. Question number 49. X and Y are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted Z as a partner and fixed a new profit sharing ratio as 3:2:1. At the time of admission of Z, debtors and provision for doubtful debts existed at rupees 50,000 and rupees 5,000 respectively. Means this is the debtor and this is provision. All debtors are good and therefore we don't need this provision. So we have to revert it and pass the journal entries. So we will cancel this doubtful debts provision and that will be a profit on revaluation which will be distributed to partners in their old ratio. Let us see. So question number 49, we have to cancel the provision for doubtful debts. So provision for doubtful debts is a liability or it is something which reduces the debtors, so it will be debited and closed. Provision for doubtful debts. Account debited to revaluation account. $5,000. Being provision for doubtful debts, cancelled. Because all debtors are good and therefore we don't need provision. There won't be any bad debts, and as a result, when it is cancelled, it's a gain for the firm, and as a result revaluation account is credited. Now this is a gain and it will be distributed to old partners in old ratio. So revaluation account debited to X capital and to Y's capital account. In their old ratio, the ratio is 3:2. So 5,000 when divided in 3:2, 3,000 is for X and 2,000 is for Y, being profit on revaluation. Transferred to old partners in old ratio, which is 3:2. That is the solution. Let us see the next question. Question number 50. X and Y are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted Z as a partner for 1/4 share. At the time of admission of Z, stock's book value rupees 1 lakh is to be reduced by 40%. Reduced by 40% means 40,000 less. So stock is reduced to 60,000. And furniture whose book value is rupees 60,000 is to be reduced to 40%. It means 60,000's 40% is 24,000. So furniture is to be valued at rupees 24,000, because it is said reduced to 40% means it is to be made 24,000. But here reduced by 40% means 40 percentage is the reduction amount. So it will be reduced to 60,000. Pass the necessary journal entries. It is the language where most of the students commit mistake. You have to understand this: reduced by 40% and reduced to 40%. Let us see the solution. So let us see the solution. Question number 50. Stock is reduced by 40%. So revaluation account debited to stock. How much is stock is reducing by 1 lakh's 40%? That is 40,000. Being stock reduced by 40%. And it further says that furniture whose book value is 60,000 is to be reduced to 40%. It means it is reduced by 60%. So furniture, revaluation account to furniture. Its value is 60,000. So 60,000 and it says that reduced to 40%. It means it is reducing by 60%. So it will be 36,000. Being furniture reduced by 60%. Now, revaluation account is debited and debited. So revaluation account is debited by 76,000 in total. So we will transfer this as loss to the partners in their old ratio. So partners capital account debited. So the X and Y are the old partners. X capital account debited. Y's capital account also debited to revaluation account. Being loss on revaluation, transferred to old partners in old ratio, and this old ratio is 3:2. Now why it is transferred to old partners and old ratio? Because the assets which we have revalued belongs to the past and new partners contribution is 0, and as a result every increase in the value of assets or liabilities or decrease in it is transferred to old partners in their old ratio. So we will break rupees 76,000 in 3:2. It is 45,600 and 30,400. That's the solution. Let us see question number 51. X and Y are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted Z as a partner for 1/4 share of profits. At the time of admission of Z, investments appeared at rupees 80,000. Half of the investment to be taken by X and Y in their profit sharing ratio. Half of the investment means 40,000 will be given to X and Y in their ratio, old ratio 3:2. And okay, remaining investments are valued at rupees 50,000. So what are the remaining other half? That is 40,000 is revalued as 50,000. So there is an increase in the value of investment by 10,000. Pass the journal entries. Let us see. So question number 51. The question says half the investments are transferred to old partners in old ratio. So partners are X and Y. X capital account debited. Y's capital account also debited to investment. Investments are actually 80,000 and 50% of which is transferred at book value. So 40,000 will be distributed to old partners in their profit sharing ratio, that is 3:2. That is 24,000 and 16,000. Being 50% of investment transferred to old partners in old ratio. Then remaining 50% is valued at rupees 50,000. So there is an increase in the value of asset. So for that investment account debited. Investment account debited, and it is increasing by 10,000 to revaluation account. $10,000 being increase in the value of investment. investment, that is 50,000 minus book value 40,000. Now there is a gain or profit in revaluation which will be transferred to old partners in old ratio. So that will be recorded, revaluation account debited. To X capital account and to Y's capital account. 10,000 is the profit divided in old ratio, that is 3:2. So 6,000 for X and 4,000 for Y, being profit on revaluation. Transferred to old partners in old ratio, which is 3:2. That is the solution. Now let us see question number 52. X and Y are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio 3:2. They admitted Z as a partner for 1/4 share of profits. At the time of admission of Z, sundry debtors and provision for doubtful debts existed at rupees 76,000 and 8,000 respectively. Rupees 6,000 of the debtors proved bad. A provision of 5% is to be created on sundry debtors for doubtful debts. Pass the necessary journal entries. Now here we already have a provision, and this provision will be utilized for clearing the bad debts, and bad debts are rupees 6,000. So out of 8,000, 6,000 is adjusted, so 2,000 provision for bad debts is still there. Now when we will make the new provision on 76,000 minus 6,000, that is 70,000, 5%, that is 3,500, and 2,000 is remaining in the provision for bad and doubtful debts. So only 1,500 load will go to revaluation account. Let us see. So we have a bad debts of rupees 6,000. So bad debts account debited to debtors account. 6,000, 6,000. Being bad debts. Then this bad debts will be adjusted against provision for bad debts. So provision for doubtful debts account debited to bad debts. 6,000, 6,000. Out of provision of rupees 8,000, 6,000 is adjusted. So balance is 2,000 in the provision for doubtful debts. Transferred. Now let me explain you how. See, provision for doubtful debts. Rupees 8,000 less bad debts. Rupees 6,000. So how much provision is remaining? 2,000 provision is remaining, rupees 2,000. And we have to make a new provision. So new provision is 76,000 debtors minus 6,000 is bad. On this we have to make 5%. So it is 3,500. Now new provision is 3,500 and 2,000 is already with the firm. So how much load will go to revaluation account? Only 1,500 rupees. So in revaluation account we will mention only 1500 rupees. So we will make a provision. Revaluation account debited. To provision for doubtful debts. Fifteen hundred. Being provision made. Now this provision is a loss for the partners, so we will divide it to partners. So who are the partners? X and Y are the partners. X capital account. Y's capital account also debited to revaluation account. Being loss on revaluation. And their old profit sharing ratio is 3:2. So when 1500 is divided in the ratio, old ratio, that is 3:2, is it? So it will be 900 and 600. That's the solution. Let us see question number 53. At the time of admission of a partner C, assets and liabilities of A and B were revalued as follows. A. A provision for doubtful debts at 10% was made on sundry debtors, and sundry debtors amount is rupees 50,000. B. Creditors were written back by rupees 5,000. C. Building was appreciated by 20%, book value of which was rupees 2 lakh. D. Unrecorded investments were valued at rupees 15,000. E. A provision of rupees 2,000 was made for outstanding bill for repairs. Then F. Unrecorded liability towards suppliers was rupees 3,000. Pass necessary journal entries. Very simple. Let us do it. So let us see the solution. Point A. Provision for bad and doubtful debts is to be created. So revaluation account debited. To provision for doubtful debts. Rupees 5,000. It is debtors are rupees 50,000 and 10% provision we have to make, and therefore 5,000. Then B. Creditors were written back by 5,000. So creditor account debited because liabilities are debited and reduced to revaluation account. Being creditors reduced. $5,000. Then C. Building was appreciated by 20%. So increase in assets. So assets are debited and increased. Buildings account debited to revaluation account. Two lakhs 20%. So book value of building is 2 lakh and it is increasing by 20%. So it is 40,000. being increase in the value of building by 20%. And D, unrecorded investments are to be recorded. So investment account debited to revaluation account. It's 15,000. Being investments recorded. So next is point E. A provision of rupees 2000 was made for an outstanding bill of repairs. So revaluation account debited to provision for outstanding repairs. $2,000. Being provision made. Then point F, unrecorded liabilities. So we will record it, revaluation account debited to suppliers या creditors. Being unrecorded liabilities now recorded. And the amount is rupees 3,000. Now we will calculate the profit or loss or gain or loss on revaluation, and we'll distribute it to old partners A and B. Let us see. So if you balance the debit and credit side of revaluation account, you will get that the credit side is heavier by 50,000. So when credit side is more, then it is a profit on revaluation. So revaluation G. Revaluation account debited to partner A and B. A's capital account and to B's capital account. Profit on revaluation is 50,000 and their profit sharing ratio is not given in the question. So it has to be 1:1 equal to old partners. So 25,000 each. Being profit on revaluation. To old partners. In old ratio, which is 1:1. So how did we arrive at rupees 50,000? You see, there are two sides, 50,000 debit and credit. On the debit side, we are getting a total of 10,000, but on the credit side, we are getting a total of say 60,000. So we have got a balancing figure here for 50,000. This is our profit. That is all. That is all for today. Please like, subscribe and share my video. You know that all my videos are very time saving and precise to the question. Tomorrow we will discuss in admission of a partner, reserve and accumulated profits and losses, and prepare revaluation account. Please like, subscribe and share my video. Thank you so much for watching.